When teachers are asking kids what they want to be when they grow up, a lot of kids will answer this: I just want to be happy. Now, some of the kids in the class will answer, I want to be an astronaut, or I want to be a scientist, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a painter, to be a writer. A lot of kids these days want to be TikTok famous, they want to be just important in general, influential. But there's always some kids that they just say, I just want to be happy. Sometimes I think about this question: is happiness enough in life? Is the meaning of life to pursue happiness no matter what cost? A lot of times when you try to pursue happiness, sometimes it doesn't feel the same. Because when you try to chase different excitement, go to different events, visit different venues, go to different restaurants, hang out with different group of people, and get all these new sensational experiences in your life, yes, at the moment you'll be happy, but after some time, everything become mundane, everything become normal for you again. I personally have experienced this. Growing up, I was in a high school where I was literally so bored every single day because there's nothing else to do, and I couldn't go out of school. It's a boarding school and it's all boys school. So there's not a lot of stimuli going on. I couldn't really go out, I couldn't really pursue happiness. I can only stay in my own shell, in my dormitory, go to classroom, and then come back at night to sleep. Now that's a really demeaning way of life, but in that life I find meaningful things to do, like reading. I used to read almost one book per day, so in 1 week of time I'll finish around 5 books. Think about how crazy that is, like five paperback book, full length. And now I couldn't even imagine that because there's so many happiness, so many happy inducing things I'm pursuing on a daily basis that I no longer have time, or I no longer want to read books because there's so many other things to do in a major city like Toronto, where I'm living right now. It should be the same as with you. If you don't live in a completely empty small town, there's gonna be a lot of things for you to do in the urban areas. At night, you can go out, you can have a drink, you can go to a restaurant with friends, you can have a stimulating conversation with friends, you can go play bowling, you can go throw some eggs, do some egg throwing, and play some Nerf gun. There's so many things you can do to spend your time and be happy. Every single one of these events, going to a cinema, going to a date, going on a date, going to do even ice dipping, or all these sensational dopamine-inducing things. There's so much available right now that it actually feels overwhelming, because when we can have access to all these amazing events, amazing venue, amazing things to do, and we have the financial need, financial base to spend money on all of these, it actually doesn't feel as fulfilling, does it? Because every day you enjoy all these happiness, and there's this concept in psychology called hedonic treadmill. Essentially, it means whenever you pursue more and more happiness, or when you move to a low-end apartment to a very high-end apartment, yes, you spend more money. Initially, you feel so much happier because a high-end apartment offers you so much more. It has sauna in the apartment, it has a swimming pool in the apartment, and the apartment itself has really nice people, really nice neighbors, and they look nice, you look nice, you're happy, you're enjoying the luxury of living in a high-end condo. But in around 1 week to 2 weeks of time, you will literally get sick of this high-end apartment. You'll feel almost the same as if you're living in the low-end apartment, because hedonic treadmill make your mind start to adjust to how nice this high-end apartment is. Now, it will feel to you as if you were living just a normal day. Also, in the beginning, you will be amazed. You'll be in awe in how amazing the facilities are, how big your room are. But eventually, that will die down. That's the issue with me, constantly pursuing happiness actively, going out of my way to see a lot of people as possible, go to different venues, go to different events, hang out with tons of friends, and meeting new people almost every single day. Now, I pursued happiness actively, but at some point I realized that's kind of a dead end. Even if you be productive doing your work, a lot of these stuff, it will eventually reach one point that your work or your workouts, the things that normally bring you happiness no longer can do so because you have done so much of it, and this becomes mundane to you to enjoy this level of activity. So your brain stop releasing dopamine. It starts to release less and less, make you feel more and more regular when you're doing exciting things that you used to consider exciting. So the pursuit of happiness, in a way, feels very empty. Like if you go out of your way actively to seek happiness in your life, this will eventually feel empty to you, I can guarantee you. But what is the best way to live a happy life then? What is the best way to live a meaningful, fulfilling life? I personally think, at this moment in time, I believe the way to do so is to be the version of yourself you really want to be. Now, this means to achieve the goals and dreams you want to achieve by doing active stuff every single day, to be productive, to be in the flow of things. And you can see slowly you're making progress, and this progress feels good. There's a next step, you can reach the next platform where you actually want to level up in life. This will bring you a very constant stream of happiness when you're leveling up, when you're making active progress, when you're becoming slightly better every single day. There are a lot of things you can do to do that because everyone's goal is different. Based on your goal and your dream in life, what do you actually want to achieve? Imagine like a really successful person that you really want to become down the line. Just visualize what he looks like, what she looks like, what this person behaves like, how does he talk, how does she speak. Just visualize this person and then find a way to move towards that direction. Along the way, you'll start to make progress, of course, and these progress will start to feel good. And this is good because when you are riding this wave of improvement, riding this wave of moving up in life, this will actually bring you a very constant stream of happiness, and eventually you'll reach the point, luckily, if you're lucky, you'll reach the point where your goal has been achieved. Now you have another goal at that time, and you can start chasing that. Instead of chasing very superficial level of instant gratification as in you chase something that it gives you happiness at once, but it doesn't sustain you, like most things we can do in life, like going down to McDonald's, having a huge meal. But this meal doesn't fulfill you, it only makes you happy for a moment. Later, it will catch up to you with the disadvantages of having an unhealthy meal. So just imagine yourself being able to pursue your happiness, being able to pursue your goal in life every single day. Just imagine how happy you will be then. If you can do that, how happy can you be? And you'll be constantly immersed in a sense of awe and amazement for yourself. Thanks so much. I'll see you in the next video.